Never in the history of cricket have been darker days than what we've seen last night. India's belligerent attitude, its RSS Hindutva ideology and extremist mindset has not only been limited to across borders now, the virus and the disease has now spread to our very own cricket fields. What we witnessed last night after a stellar of a final, a match which was worthy of a final of the Asia Cup between Pakistan and India, but India's refusal to join the presentation ceremony, citing only one reason, not to receive the trophy from the president of the Asian Cricket Council, Mr. Mohsin Naqvi, had put the entire ceremony in jeopardy. Fans had to wait, the broadcasters, presenters had to wait, viewers from all around the world had to wait, and I think at the end of the day, it's just one sorry loser, and that is, of course, the Indian cricket team. BCCI, we knew, was politicized, but it has probably stooped down to a new low level, and that's what we have witnessed. Even sane voices from India, including that of commentator Ravi Shastri, have criticized the Indian team's attitude of making this entire prospect as controversial as they could be. But I think this is something that was expected, reason being that every day they find a new low to embarrass themselves. We're going to be talking all about this and much more. You're tuned into Sports Extra, coming to you live from our Islamabad studios here at Pakistan TV. I'm your host, Ahmad Nawaz, and of course we're going to be analyzing what has transcended, because the world right now, the cricketing fraternity, is calling for suspension and very serious consequences from the ICC. But the question arises, can we really look at the ICC as the world governing body of cricket, which is already run by its chairman, Mr. Jay Shah, who happens to be the son of Mr. Amit Shah, who's a minister in the federal cabinet of BJP? I think no, but I'll leave that question to you to answer as well. Joining us in studios is international cricket commentator, broadcaster, presenter, sports expert and fellow anchor, K.Asif Ahmad. Good afternoon, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Ahmad. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you for joining us. Now, you can analyze this from every perspective. As a fan, of course, as a broadcaster, but as a presenter as well. I saw Simon Doole's face when he had to announce that since the Indian team has refused to come, that concludes our presentation ceremony. He was absolutely embarrassed, and I think that is the feeling right now of the entire cricketing fraternity.
Simon Dole, when he announced that, and we could see that what was happening in this stadium, and his face was dejected, of course. Not only the Simon Dole, but the fans, they were waiting for the moment where the Surya Kumar Yadav, the skipper, should uplift the trophy. But Ahmed, as you said, the Hindutva approach, the Modi's regime, you know, that they're not only destroying the peace of the region, but they are polluting the gentleman game, the game of the characters, which we call cricket. And I'm watching cricket since my childhood. I'm playing cricket since my childhood. From last 1 decade, I'm in cricket commentary. I'm traveling to the other countries. I went to Kabul, I went to Dubai, UAE for the commentary, but I never seen these kind of acts from any team. And this is the only India. They've started with the controversy. This tournament where they went, they didn't shake hand with the Pakistani player, the Pakistani skipper, and I think that they won the match, but they lose the hearts. And this is the issue with the cricketers. When they do for the politics, they go for the politics, they do, and they come up with an agenda, and the agenda of that RSS. As you said, that the Amit Shah's son, Jay Shah, who's the federal minister, and then he's the ICC chief now. And I think that ICC, the rest of the countries, they're also criticizing, especially I was just reading out some tweets over the X, that's what's going on. The cricketers from the Australia, these journalists from, even from the India, as you said, the Ravi Shastri, he condemned, and he said that what's going on, this is cricket. Go and uplift your trophy. This is not Mohsin Naqvi. He's the chief of Asian Cricket Council. Why you are taking him as personal that he's Pakistani? I don't go there and I don't uplift and don't take trophy.
And if you had a problem, you should have objected when he was elected, fair and square. I think it's that plain simple.
Ahmed, let's go into the past. What happened when Quinton de Kock in 2021 World Cup, he refused to take a knee. What happened actually? On that time, ICC, International Cricket Council, has taken an action. And then later on, he issued an apology. I think Surya Kumar Yadav, he presented in front of ICC's committee, and he said that I didn't issue any sort of political statement. But later on, he accepted, yes, that was a political statement And he shouldn't have talked about.
I'm going to come back to that. But look, I accept defeat when it's there. We lost fair and square. We've accepted that as a cricketing nation. But, you know, what we've seen is, I mean, absolute clowns and jokers. And I think that's the case right now in BCCI. And I think for Gautam Gambhir, I'd just like to say a few words that when a clown moves on to the castle, he doesn't become king. Actually, the entire castle and the kingdom becomes a circus. I think that is very, very particular for Gautam Gambhir, the way he was acting in the dressing room, jumping around, punching the table. That aggressive mindset is already there, I think, embedded in the ideology of Indian cricket as well. And I think the world has to realize now, it's in front of them, that they will keep on doing stuff like this. They will keep on politicizing the game that we all love to a point where younger generation will probably stop following the game. And I think that's the death of any sport within itself. Let's take a look at this report that we've got for you.
There may not be an example in the field of cricket when a team after winning still ends up being a loser. India, after winning the Asia Cup, dragged petty politics and humiliation of getting drubbed by Pakistan during the military confrontation in May into a game which is referred to as gentleman's game. The cherry on the top was the unhinged tweet by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi comparing a game of cricket to Operation Sindoor. Even Indians felt embarrassed by Modi's deranged tweet. Some thought the tweet was from a parody account, while other Indians termed him an insult. Social media users expressed shock and disappointment and urged Modi not to trivialize national security by equating it with a cricket match. Mohsin Naqvi responded to Modi's tweet on X, reminding Indian Prime Minister, if war is measure of pride, history already records your humiliating defeats and a cricket match cannot undo the truth. Dragging war into sport only exposes desperation and disgraces the very spirit of the game. Leaving sportsmanship far behind, Indian cricketers refused handshake with Pakistani players during their encounters in the Asia Cup. While it was seen as India's growing ability to be small-minded and small-hearted, what unfolded at the presentation ceremony after the final brought a bad name not just to the game of cricket, but also exposed India as unfit to be anywhere near anything civilized. India's refusal to collect the trophy from Mohsin Naqvi, who is also the chairman of Asian Cricket Council, marks a historic low in cricket. The game in the past has acted as a stage for diplomacy. The closing ceremony was delayed due to India's refusal, and the fact that Indian cricketers could not come up with an answer in the post-match press conference when pressed by journalists shows the weak footing India stands on. Yesterday's events raise important questions whose answers must not be evaded. Does India really have a place in ICC after bringing the entire cricketing body into disrepute? The toxicity of Indian politics must not be allowed to spill over.
And there you have it. Ali Andaz, our correspondent in this report, highlights the entire proceedings of the last couple of hours as well. And I think Twitter has erupted, X, to be more precise. And the tweets that we're seeing on the platform of X, I mean, immediately after the victory, it seems like, Indian government had already saved that tweet to release and save themselves from international embarrassment. But that's not going to work. The whole world knows we, retaliated in self-defense and we gave them a bloody nose. Asif, I think some sane voices from India have even criticized Narendra Modi, the Indian Prime Minister, and they've actually called him a clown. They said he's an absolute joker.
Yeah, this is what we are watching over the X, that what's going on. And I think that we could see that right after the match, when Mohsin Naqvi waited for half an hour there, and simply it was the chairman of Asian Cricket Council, the CEO of Asian Cricket Council, who was waiting there for the Indian team, for the Indian skipper, where the rest of the Pakistani team went there. They've collected their medals, and I appreciate statement came from the Salman Ali Agha. They said that the good teams and gentleman teams, they don't do this, what India and Surya Kumar Yadav has done. On the other side, that I think it wasn't Surya Kumar Yadav who was presented there. It was actually a representative of RSS mindset body. And one thing is very clear, Ahmed, that when you talk about the Hindutva approach, you will see that even their neutral people, now they are, one thing they're saying, they're accusing the Narendra Modi's approach. So one thing I'm quite sure, if you'll go with the same approach, you cannot play cricket. Because again and again. This is
Well, Asif,
happening.
the bigger
This is happening again and again, Ahmed.
But my question remains. I understand people are right in saying that ICC should take action, but you know, it's actually funny. Can we expect the ICC to do anything?
See, what Mohsin Naqvi has done as the head of Asian Cricket Council, he has taken firm stance, and then he said that thank you very much. If you're not coming, the trophy will go back to the office of Asian Cricket Council, and we will not give you if you're not coming in the post-match presentation. And you know, Simon Dole, he used to travel to Pakistan for the Pakistan Super League, and he has traveled for the Pakistan-New Zealand bilateral series. He spent several months in Pakistan. So he knows Pakistani's mindset that we're welcoming people, we're peaceful people. And even the Prime Minister of New Zealand regretted when she asked the New Zealand team to come back to the New Zealand. And they have compensated that decision once again. So when rest of the world, they're supporting Pakistani ideas, and they do know that Pakistan is a peaceful country. So the only India, the only Narendra Modi, he is polluting this game. And I think they have polluted. Now, I can't see any betterment in the upcoming...
But Asif,
I can't see any betterment in upcoming T20 World Cup.
No, but let's be very honest. I mean, the next time someone refuses to take a trophy from Jay Shah as chairman ICC, I think then only India will be to blame because of that.
Yeah, now this is the precedent which set by the Indian cricket team. And even Pakistani skipper could follow that. Even the other teams, Sri Lanka, even Afghanistan, UAE, any could go for that.
Let me show you something interesting that we've talked about. Take a look at, you know, what we're saying. I mean, Operation Sindoor on the games field, outcome is the same. Congrats to our cricketers.
India
I
wins.
mean, my goodness, if there was ever an example where, you know, mockery would have been awarded, this was the prime subject over here. And I'll be very honest, I think we keep on talking about team psychologists in cricket team. I think at the moment the Indian Prime Minister definitely needs 3 at least. Or maybe he probably doesn't need 3, maybe he needs 6 or 7. So I don't know. But I mean, look at this
I think he's
mockery.
giving an answer of Haris Rauf, which he was showing that it was the Rafael fell down and 6-0. When Haris Rauf was talking about Narendra Modi was watching him and he's telling that we have won the match. This is not the battlefield. This is not war. This is cricket. Come on, the game of characters, which we call it. And I think you rightly said that the clowns not only in the dressing room of India, but clown in the Lok Sabha as well, presenting the most inverted commas, largest democracy of the world, that is India, showing their face. The real face is India is extremism. It's not peace. India is not a peaceful country. Now everyone should talk about their extremism, and not only in the region, but in the cricket as well.
But there are still same way, like I said, the commentators are sitting together, the broadcaster presenters are working together, the fans are sitting together. I mean, the biggest example of sportsman spirit has been from the fans of both countries.
I must give credit to the fans, the way they were hugging each other. Right after losing the match, the Pakistani fans, they were congratulating to the Indian fans. I think this is the best example set by the fans. But Narendra Modi, he is not learning that what's going on. He is now, you know, hiding his face. What happened on 9th May, 10th May, the Pakistani forces, the Pakistani security forces has given a strong reply. Pakistan have won that war, Pakistan have won that battle, and now they are just hiding their face behind the cricket. So cricket is game, it's not war. Narendra Modi will give you an answer again and again.
I think we don't need to give him an answer. I think the only thing the poor guy can do is embarrass himself again and again. So I mean, you know, almost a hat trick of embarrassments now or a 5-wicket haul for Narendra Modi of embarrassments.
See, Ahmed, last night they played better cricket than us.
No doubt about that.
No doubt about that. And they are victorious.
And we appreciate it.
We appreciate that
yes.
with an open heart.
Yeah.
But now everybody is talking about, they forgot that Pakistan lost. Now they're talking about that the Surya Kumar Yadav and the Indian team, they refused to take medals and the trophy from the president of Asian Cricket Council, Mohsin Naqvi. So the talk of the town, the hot potato is the extremism of India, the extremism of Narendra Modi's approach. This is what's going on. And everybody is appreciating Mohsin Naqvi and the Pakistan cricket team that they lost, but they have won the hearts. India won but they lost their hearts.
Absolutely. I think that would be the case. Thank you very much, K.Asif, for joining us. We go towards a short break, but stay tuned. We come right back. Welcome back to Sports Extra. Joining us in studios now is first-class cricketer and sports expert Kashif Majeed. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon.
How
are you, Kashif?
I'm perfectly fine.
So, Kashif, has there ever been a time in school when you would have taken a position and a medal and then you would say, I don't like the principal, I'm not going to receive my medal? Because this is exactly what has happened.
You know, I just wondering through my memories of cricket versus India. I've been there in my soul and my brain, in my heart, when we lost to them in Bangalore. I was there when we lost to 99, then 2007, 2003, and there was a lot of heartbreaks. But never ever we thought of doing this. The only instance I remember in cricket field was when Sheikh Hasina was the Prime Minister and she was due to give prize to the winning team of Asia Cup, and we won the Asia Cup against Bangladesh. And that is it. So most probably this is one psyche going together. I was there when we won the match in Chennai. The quality of Test Championship, Asian Test Championship of the series against India. And the Pakistani team were doing a lap of the ground and everybody was supporting us. I'm not sure this mentality, it's not Indians' mentality. Because I still remember Saeed was scoring 194 and everybody in the stadium applauding his knock. So the crowd there, that they supported cricket. This is just one mindset of their Prime Minister, I guess. Because the only eligibility criteria for Gautam Gambhir is that he belongs to the ruling party, and that is it. Gautam Gambhir being the coach of Indian team, it's a joke to Indian team.
Well, that's how he got the job.
This is the only eligibility criteria is that he belongs to the political party of the ruling Indian.
BJP, yes.
Yes. Now, when they talk about politics, their own coach belongs to a political party who was the sitting MNA at that precise time, and he was asked to do this coaching job, and he is not coaching in terms of cricket or technicalities. He's coaching them how to fight and how to just just create chaos on the field, and that is it. Because as a cricketer, I always believe in fair play. There was a time in the 90s when when we play against India, there was no match, but absolutely we didn't any of these things on the field. It was quality cricket. I still remember Muhammad Amir's spell, and next day Virat Kohli gifting his bat to Muhammad Amir. So what happened to Indian team is just their mindset has been changed by this regime, this government, and just not because of cricket, just because they lost a war, the 6-0 and all those stuff. So they wanted to save their face, and that is it.
Well, absolutely. I've got a couple of things to share with our viewers as well. So this is in response to what Narendra Modi said. Mohsin Naqvi said that if war was your measure of pride, history already records your humiliating defeats at Pakistan's hand. No cricket match can rewrite that truth. Dragging war into the sport only exposes desperation and disgraces the very spirit of the game. So I think rightly put by Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board and the President ACC in response to what Narendra Modi said. But there's been more that has come from the Pakistani side as well. Let's of course show you another tweet that you'll see, and we'll talk about that. This is, of course, the Honorable Federal Minister for Information Broadcast and Broadcasting, Mr. Ataullah Tarar. He said lots of respect for Mohsin Naqvi. He stood firm in the best interest of cricket and sportsman spirit. As the President of the ACC, this was the right and proper thing to do. Yes, Kashif, the conduct of the Chairman, PCB and President ACC, I think waiting 30 minutes is enough time for a team to receive a trophy?
I think for once, let's appreciate Mohsin Naqvi Saab, because we've been critical of his mayoism when it comes to the chairman of the cricket board, the way he represented the Pakistan out there. it was just outstanding. And Ravi Shastri said that that is absolute humiliating when it comes to game of cricket. What we are teaching to the next generation of the kids, that you win a match and you wanted the principal to be yours, and then you'll go and receive the award, and this is how it is. Because or most probably, Ahmed, if they wanted to do this, they could have informed earlier that if India will win the match, we are not receiving the trophy. But again, the childish behavior of creating chaos and thinking that this chaos will lead to their pride, and most probably rightly said in this X account by Mohsen Naqvi Saab, that if this is the Mahir, you have already lost, because you can bold Haris Rauf and you can Jasprit Bumrah, you can say you come up with these hand gestures, but if this is going down, it was yours, not ours.
Yes. So probably exposed his own country.
Again, I'm not of the opinion that Haris Rauf initially should have done that, because it's cricket. Let's talk cricket. Yesterday, we were sitting on this very channel, we were covering the match, it was absolute joy. Yes, there were sentimental moments that, because emotionally we wanted Pakistan to win. But once India get hold of the things as a cricket match, we celebrated them. We talked about the quality batting performance by Tilak Verma. He did Virat Kohli's job,
He batted well.
Yes,
he batted well.
We do talk about, because we are here in sports program talking about sports and cricket. But when it comes to the Prime Minister of a country and he's talking that nonsense, I'm not sure how Indians are how Indians are receiving this nonsense coming out of their Prime Minister, because ultimately he just wanted to come up with few votes in the next election, and that is it. Because his mantra is hatred to Pakistan leads to the Prime Minister's chair.
Yeah,
and
that's the only way to get votes in India.
This is only.
But Kashif, what happens next now? I think I was very vocal of this last night as well, that for me to say this, that ICC should do something, is another joke, because it is also being led by the same regime.
It's Indian Cricket Council.
Yes.
It's not ICC.
Nothing expected from there as well.
I'm afraid that next series, the quality series, will be Ashes. And we talk about the rivalry between these two sides. Would Joe Root be not handshaking with Pat Cummins for that matter, or Ben Stokes saying that we will shut the door of dressing room and we are not shaking hand with you guys? Australia versus New Zealand, we do talk about Tasman rivals. So will this be happening in the cricket field, that Australia versus New Zealand, separate match interviews and separate pre-match?
Or Scotland doesn't play England.
And Scotland will.
Or Ireland says we're not part of you
Scotland will be
anymore.
coming with the slogan, we are William Bruce, and all those Mel Gibson will be their hero for that matter, Braveheart, I remember that. So William Wallace, that was. So I'm not sure what they wanted to achieve out of it, because ultimately they are doing this just in the cricket field. They're playing kabaddi with us, and it is a very neutral kabaddi matches. They've been in a ring, doing boxing.
World Athletics Championship. Javelin.
The mothers of both quality athletes when it comes to javelin throw talk about that Neeraj Chopra is son to the Arshad's mother, and Arshad is a son to the Neeraj Chopra's mother. This is what the crowd, or you can say the people of India are doing, the real sports people. And when it comes to, Ahmed, I'm glad. At least we have got a Prime Minister who can come up with jokes after jokes, and so we can listen to him, and we can actually he just made our day by tweeting. And this is where Narendra Modi is. It's always player looking to his jokes, because most probably he can do a stand-up comedy if he wanted to.
Well, I think that is the plain simple way to put it. But I can only say one thing for Narendra Modi. The butcher of Gujarat was already put it, but when a clown wears a crown, the laughter turns into concern. I mean, it's simple as that. And now this mockery is in front of the world to act upon. And once again, I think cricketing bodies all over the world will witness this as something very, very serious. And I think Pakistan's case and their stance right now would be, of course, appreciated and accepted throughout the world, including the chairman PCB and the president of the ACC, Mohsin Naqvi, who seems to be in a very strong position in his stance last night. We leave it at that from us here on Sports Extra, our entire team. It's goodbye for now.